Hello, we are going to be doing a foam roller and hand weights class. So for the beginning of this class, we're going to start with the foam roller along your spine from your head to your tail. So make sure also that your hand weights are close by and that you have plenty of space to move with your arms behind you as well as to the side of you. So ahead and lay all the way back. Planting your feet, reaching your arms long by your sides. And first we'll just start with like a few tail tucks. So feeling a neutral pelvis, and then you're going to imprint your lower back into the foam roller, feeling your pubic bone tucking up towards the ceiling. And then roll the pubic bone down towards the heels, so that you're making this big arch away from the foam roller. Tucking your tail towards you, imprinting your lower back, rolling the pelvis away from you, creating that space, that gap. Tucking the tail, imprinting the spine, rolling the pelvis away from you, creating that arch in the spine. 2 more. Last one. Rolling the pelvis away from you and then neutralizing your spine. So you do have your own natural space in the lower back, but you want your ribs to stay heavy and the crown of your head reaching out long. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my hand weights. Palms are facing my knees, and I'm going to shrug my shoulders, feeling the arms reaching away from the roller. And then I'm going to drop the shoulders back down as though they're hugging around the roller. Reaching up towards the sky and back down. 3, reaching up and down. Feels like your chest gets concaved as you reach up. And then the collarbone and chest opens up as your arms reach back into their pockets. 3 more. 2. Last one. Dropping those arms back around the foam roller. Now, you're going to inhale those arms straight back overhead, feeling that stretch under the arms, the ribs, the lats. Now I want you to focus on your breath and exhale from the ribs to bring the arms back up to the ceiling. Inhale as the arms stretch all the way behind you, opening up the shoulders. Exhale as you come back up. Inhaling as you reach back. Exhale as you pull to the sky. Rooting down through the feet, keeping your tail heavy on the roller. 2 more. Ribs, pull your arms back up. Last one. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, lifting the arms to the sky. Palms rotate to face each other and allow the arms to open out to the sides and try to drop your arms as far down as your floor, feeling that chest stretch open. And then exhale from the ribs and the side belly as you pull the arms back over the chest, the shoulders. So make sure that when you're coming back up that your hands are more at rib chest level, not shoulder neck level, because we want to keep the traps out of it, keeping the neck out of it. Feeling like your sides are wrapping into your center. Three more. Holding the arms out to the sides, hovering them from the floor, keeping the palms facing up, and from your arm socket, little shoulder circles. Elbows are soft. Keep your arms below shoulder level so you feel this stretch in the chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Back. 2, 3, 2 more. Last one. 10. Exhale those arms back up to the sky. Rotate your palms to face towards your knees, and you're going to do a chest press. So imagine you have a bar in your hands. Your hands go out wide with the elbows. The elbows drop down towards the floor. So don't allow your hands to fall in towards your chest. Keep them wide with your elbow. And then exhale those arms back up to the sky. Bending out wide. Exhale, pressing back up. Bend, exhale, press. Two more. Last one. Hold the bent arm position. So from this position, I call this your goalpost. So it's like your arms are bent in a goalpost position. So we're going to deflate the goalpost to the floor. So I'm going to soften my elbows away from the floor and rotate my arm back towards my head and feel my goalpost rotating down towards the floor. And then I'm going to rotate those arms back up so that the goalpost goes back to being standing. Rotating those arms back towards my head, feeling the goalpost open towards the floor. And then rotate the elbows down, the hands away from the floor for your rise goalpost. Rotating back and forward. Back, keeping the ribs heavy and forward. Two more. Last one. And then press those arms straight up to the sky, and then bring those arms down by your sides. So now keep pressing your hands into the weights. Take a deep breath in. Upper abs, curl the head and chest forward, lifting, reaching long, and control as you lower. Exhale those upper abs, curl the head and chest forward, and control as you lower. 3, lift, reaching into the weights, pressing them down into the floor and reaching them towards your heels to help curl you up deeper. Focus goes to your thighs or on your stomach. Two more. Last one. And lower down. Keeping your arms pressing down into your hand weights. Trying to keep your elbows floating from the floor, but if you absolutely need to, you can always draw your arms and forearms down for more stability. Float the right leg up to tabletop. Lower that right leg back down. Float the left leg up to tabletop. And lower. Engage your trunk to lift the thigh and reach away. Lift and lower. One more round either side. Right, then left, lower. So now we're going to bring both of the legs up to tabletop, keeping the tail heavy, spine is long. Take a deep breath in, upper abs. Again, curl the head and chest forward, lifting and control as you lower. Exhale, upper abs. Curl the head and chest forward and control as you lower. 3. Exhale, lift. 4. On this last one, we're gonna stay lifted and hold the head up. Single leg stretch, right leg reaches long, pulling back in. Left leg reaches long. Alternate back and forth. Last set each side. Bending the knees in, lower the head down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale those upper abs. Curl the head and chest back up. Both legs extend together and flex back in. Reaching long and resist in. Two more. Last one. And lower everything down. Going back to our hand weights, keeping our feet grounded. We're going to grab the weights and lift those arms all the way up and back behind the head. Keep your palms facing up as you circle those arms out to the sides, all the way down to the hips. Rotate the palms to face down. Reach the arms all the way up and back. Circle those arms out to the sides, down to the hips. Rotate the palms to face down. Reaching all the way back and circle around. Rotate. Reaching up and back and circle around. Rotate. Three more. Keeping those ribs heavy. Keeping your gaze straight up to the sky so there's no pressure in the neck. One more in this direction. Keeping those arms down by your sides. Pause here with your palms facing up. Now we're going to reverse those circles. Take it out to the sides, all the way up overhead, and press those arms down. Rotate your palms up, circle out to the sides, all the way overhead, and exhale those arms down. 3, reaching around, pressing down. Reaching up and around, pressing down. Three more. Feeling like you're moving from your arm socket, not where your weights are on your hands. Last one. All the way down. Good. So we're going to gracefully roll off of our roller. And then we're going to come to standing with your roller. So we're going to find a place on the wall where we can place the roller up against the wall.
No walls in the tent.
Oh, no. You have you can do this without a wall. It's just squats. I think you'll be fine. No walls in the tent. Haven't heard that one before, Susan. Feet are parallel. And you're just gonna squat all the way down. Make sure that when you squat down, that your knees are in line with your heels and your hips are at a 90-degree bend. So you're trying really hard to keep that spine as upright as you possibly can. And then stand all the way up tall. Squat down and stand up. Eight. Two more, driving through your heels. Last one, down and up. So now, I'm gonna walk my feet just a little bit closer in towards the wall because I'm gonna raise up onto my toes. So while I'm standing, keep my feet parallel. I'm lifting my heels, lower the heels. As I squat down, I'm stretching my arms up to the sky. Standing all the way up tall. Lift the heels, lower the heels, squat and reach. Stand up tall. Lift the heels, lower the heels, squat and reach. Stand up tall. Lift, lower, squat. Lift, lift, lower, squat. 2 more. Last one. Down and up. So now we're gonna go into our little low chair squat and lift and lower both of our heels. So squat down low, stay there. Your heels both lift and lower, lift and lower. Susan, if you have a chair, you could also hold on to a chair for a little bit more stability. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, stand tall. Good. So now we're gonna alternate our heel lifts, and with our alternating heel lifts, we're gonna alternate the arms reaching, okay? So sink down, it'll be right heel lift, left arm up, and switch, reach, switch, reach. Keeping your tail pointing straight down towards the floor. 4, 5, 6, keeping your spine long. 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your heels, drop your arms. Stand up tall. Stand with your heels toward each other, your feet apart. Long spine, sinking all the way down. Knees separate like the toes are, and lift all the way up. Sinking down and standing tall. 3. Feel that zip and wrap at the top. 2 more. Last one, 10. Stand tall. Keep your Pilates V feet. Lift your heels. And we're gonna go back to the arms lifting and lowering, but our heels are gonna stay lifted the whole time. Squat down, lift the arms, lower as you stand. 2, and up. 3, and up. 4. 3 more. 2, and 1. Lower the heels. Separate your feet out wide, turning your toes to about 1 and 11. And you're gonna squat all the way down and standing up, wrapping the thighs at the top, squeezing the glutes at the top. 2 more. Last one, 10. Stand tall. We're gonna sink low, lift and lower both of those heels again. Stay low, heels lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand tall. Last one is alternating those heel lifts. Sink down, right heel lifts and lowers, left heel lifts and lowers. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand tall and release. Good. So we'll come away from our wall with our roller. And then we'll come back to our mat. Perfect. So I'm gonna have my hand weights over my head, kind of somewhat close near me, because I'll use them when we do some bridging. But for this next series, we're gonna place a roller or your ball, Tara, underneath your hips. So laying all the way down, and placing the roller underneath you. Holding the sides of the roller and floating those legs up to tabletop. Make sure that the ribs aren't flaring, right? We want to keep those rib points heavy towards our hip points. So holding the sides of the roller, allowing those knees to fall across towards the right. Exhale, using your abdominals to come back through center, taking them over to the left. Exhale as you come through center, over to the right. Exhale through center, over to the left. Last set, either side. And hold it center. Drawing your legs straight up to the sky, Pilates feet or parallel legs. Lowering your legs down to your point of control. Focus on these front hip bones, narrow them as you lift the legs up to the sky. Inhaling as the legs reach away. Exhale, flexing as you lift the legs up. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Two more. Last one. And lift. Bend your knees into frog legs. Heels together, toes apart, knees about shoulder distance apart. And press out into your frog leg, reaching long and flexing back in. Inhale, wrap and reach. Exhale to flex back in. Opening up through the front of the hip crease. Two more. Last one, flexing in. So we're gonna go into our breaststroke, like what we would do if we had our feet in straps. So from your frog leg position, extend the lower half of the legs, open out wide to the side. Keep your legs long, draw them down to your point of control and together, and then frog leg back in. Open the legs out wide, zip the legs down and together, and frog leg in. Open out wide, zip down and together, and frog leg in. Stretch, wrap, and flex. Open, together, and bend. Two more. Last one. Finding your frog leg position and pause, we're going to reverse it. So extend those legs out long. Open the legs out wide, frog leg in. Extend the legs long. Open out wide, frog leg in. Reach. Open and frog. Extend. Open and frog. Feeling the stretch through the inner thighs, the groin. For 4. 2. 1. Together. Straighten the legs up to the sky. Keep your tail heavy. We're going to go in circles as though we had our feet in straps. Parallel feet as you go down to your point of control. Turn the feet out as you circle around. Parallel through the center. Turn out as you circle around. 3. 4. 2 more. Last one. Pause at the top, keep your turn out. Reverse your circles. Out to the side, down to your point of control, parallel through the center line. Turn out as you circle around, parallel up the center line. 3. Keeping your spine steady, ribs zipping down towards the hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your left leg in, grabbing the back of your left thigh. Stretch your right leg out long and down towards the floor. Pulling your left leg towards you and reaching your right leg away from you so you feel this stretch in your pelvis. Switching sides, grabbing the back of the right leg, stretching the left leg out long, reaching and pulling in opposition. And then hug both of the knees in towards your body, and then gently glide your prop out from underneath you. And then straighten your legs out long. If you have a ball, place it between your ankles. The foam roller is going to go directly over your ankles are going directly over the top of your foam roller. You're going to grab your hand weights. Your arms are bent into your sides. We're going to do full roll-ups with overhead presses. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale as the upper abs curl forward. Continue to lift and reach all the way up at the top. Arms are overhead. 5, bend and press. Bend, exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your arms long. Melt through the spine, rolling back down, one bone at a time. Elbows bending into the sides at the bottom. Deep breath in. Exhale, curling all the way up. Lift and reaching the arms up overhead. 4 this time. Bend, exhale, press. 3, exhale, press. 2, exhale, press. 1, hold the arms long. Melt down through the spine, one bone at a time, back into the mat. Arms come down by your sides. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale as those upper abs curl you forward. Continue to lift, reaching up at the top. 3 this time. Bend, exhale, press. 2, exhale, press. 1, hold it long. Melt through the spine, upper back, middle back, lower back, tail, all the way down. Exhale lifts you all the way up, reaching up tall at the top. 2, bend, exhale, press. Bend, exhale, hold. Melt down through the spine, one bone at a time. Last one, we're gonna stay seated. Exhale as you lift all the way up, reaching tall at the top. 1, bend and press and release. So you can have a seat on top of your foam roller or just a comfortable seated position is fine as well. I'm just gonna place my foam roller off to the side because I'm on the tower here. So just sitting comfortably. My arms are down by my sides. My palms are facing forward. When I did this the other day, I was sitting on top of my foam roller with my legs out at like a diamond in front of me because it lifted me from the floor and gave me room to move my arms without hitting the floor. So it's another option. So sitting nice and tall, palms are facing forward. From the back of the ribs and arms, you're gonna reach the arms forward in front of you and then reach back down by your side. Exhaling the arms up and lower down. 3 and lower. From the back of the ribs forward. 4. Elbows are soft. Last one. Hold the arms forward. Rotate the palms to face each other. Make sure they're at chest level, not neck level. Open for hug a tree. Exhaling together. Open and close. Open and close. 4. Feeling the shoulder blades draw toward the spine and away from the spine. Keeping the shoulders back and down into the pockets. And then bend the arms, bringing the palms to face up. Elbows are bent into the sides. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale as you reach your arms straight out in front of you, and then bend those elbows back into the sides. Exhaling to reach forward. Inhale to bend. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. 2 more. Reach. Inhale, bend. Last one. Reach. Inhale, bend. Hold. Now we're going to add on. We're going to do 5 open and close of the arms. So extend the arms out. Hold them there. Arms open out to the sides with straight arms and close for 5. Open and close for 4. Stretch through the chest, the shoulders, and reach for 3, 2, 1. Bending your elbows back into the sides. So we're going to add all of that together. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale as you reach forward. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Inhale as you bend. Exhale to reach. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to bend. 2 more. Reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, bend. Last one. Reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, bend. Good. So now we're going to rotate those palms out. I call this like the Garden of Good and Evil, or you think of like the lawyer measuring things, scales. So from here, keeping that external spiral, so don't let your hands come back forward. Keep them reaching out to the right and left side. And you're going to straighten the arms out to the sides, bending the elbows back into the sides. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Last one. Hold it out long. Bicep curl towards your temple. Extend out straight. Bend in towards your temple. Extend out straight. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Reach and release. Last variation is big arm circles. So kind of like what we did in the very beginning on the foam roller, but hopefully our arms should feel a little bit more open now. So my palms are facing forward. Exhale as I reach all the way up by my ears. Rotate the palms to face forward and circle out and around. Palms face up as you reach all the way up. Rotate the palms forward and circle around. 3. Exhale, reach up. Rotate and circle around. 2. Exhale, reach up. Rotate and circle around. Last time, all the way up. Rotate, circle down and around. Now we reverse it. Go out to the sides, up. Rotate the palms to face behind you and lower down. Out to the sides, up. Rotate those palms to face behind you and lower it down. 3, up. Rotate the palms to face back and lower. 2. 1 more time. And lower down. Good. So now we're going to use our foam roller for some bridging. So we'll place it under our feet. So your arches are on the roller. You still have your hand weights. Make sure that you press straight down into the roller. Don't push the roller away from you. Really emphasize the focus on your pelvis, your glutes. And you're going to bridge your hips up. Stretch your arms up. Keep your arms lifted as your back rolls down, one bone at a time. And then bend your elbows back down into the sides. Bridge your hips up. Reach the arms up. Roll the back down and bend your elbows in. 3, hips lift up. Stretch the arms up. Melt through the spine, bending the arms in. Lift the hips stretch and reach up. Roll the back down, arms come down. 2 more. Feeling those knees reaching forward towards your toes. Feeling a stretch through the whole front side of the body. Lower the hips and lower the arms. So now we're gonna add on. Your hips are gonna lift, they're gonna stay lifted. And we're gonna alternate our arms. One arm presses up and down, other arm presses up and down. 2. Keeping the glutes engaged, keeping the hips lifted. Pressing through the back of the ribs, the back of the arms. Knees reaching forward towards your toes. For 3, 2, 1. Press both the arms up, roll the back all the way down. Now, I'm going to go into like a chest fly. So my palms are gonna face each other. My arms are gonna stay straight. So as my hips lift, I'm gonna take my arms open out to the sides, lower the hips as the arms close back up to the sky. Open and lift the hips, lower and close the arms. Open and lift the hips, lower and close the arms. Two more. Last one. Hold your arms open and pulse your hips up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close your arms to the sky and roll your back down. Press your arms all the way down into the sides. Last variation. You're going to keep your arms grounded and you're going to alternate your legs, marching them. Lift the hips, keep it lifted. Press down through the back of the arms and shoulders and keep your ribs zipped to your hips. One leg floats up and down, other leg floats up and down. 2, keeping your chin pointing straight up to the sky. Don't look at your knees, you'll put pressure on the back of the neck. 4. Halfway there. Keep your hips lifted. 2 more. Last set. Lower the feet, lower the hips down. Hug your knees in and just rock from right to left side, relaxing your hips, your lower back. And then start to rock forward and back until you rock your way up to a seated position. I'm going to place my hand weights off to the side, and then I'm going to lay on my stomach. For those of you with a ball, your arms will just be a little bit more narrow instead of out wide at shoulder level. So you can still use the ball for this next round. So on your belly, legs are long, my arms are long over the top of the roller, and I'm going to start with my arms closer to my elbows on the roller. My legs are separated a little wider than hip distance. So if you have your ball, you'll just have to stack your, you'll have the ball at the same spot, but just stacking your hands one on top of the other so you have a smaller prop. Letting your head reach through the arms, focus on the bones of your pelvis, your pubic bone, your hip bone. Feel the arms drop back into the shoulder sockets. Feel the arms depress down into the roller as you start to lift your head, lift your chest, maybe your ribs, and maybe your belly button, depending on your flexibility. And then stretch and lengthen everything back out onto the mat. Depressing down through the feet, rolling up into your swan, lifting through the crown of the head, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. And then melting down, stretching through the spine, creating space as you lower. Growing tall, reaching up through the crown of the head, lifting up tall. And then melting down, lower belly, middle, ribs, chest, head. Inhale as you lift the heart up, reach. And then exhale as you melt all the way back down. Inhale as you lift the heart up, reach. And then feel like you're stretching out, lengthening out all the way to the mat. Last time. Inhale, lift the heart, open up, reach, and stretch all the way back out over the roller. So now I'm going to move the roller closer to my wrist bones, so it's not so high up on my arm. Therefore, I should have a little bit more flexibility in my shoulder. My head is going to stay hovering. I'm going to float my right arm up, moving it from my shoulder blade, my mid-back muscles, and then lower it down. Left arm lifts up, reaching long and lower. So the things I want to focus on is keeping my trunk completely steady as I alternate my arms lifting, trying not to feel a shift, a large shift from right to left side. So I'm really rooting down through my thighs, rooting down through my pubic bone, my hips and rib bones. One more either side. And rest everything down. So now you're going to, I'll add the opposite leg with the arm. So floating the head up, shoulders are drawing back into their pockets so the neck is long. Right arm, left leg lifts and lowers. Left arm, right leg lifts and lowers. Switch, lift and lower, switch, lift and lower. Feeling like you're lifting through the back of the thigh, right where the butt and hamstring attach, and making sure that there still is no big shift from right to left side. Staying steady in the trunk, reaching long in opposition as you lift. Last round, either side, and rest it down. Press back into a child's pose, stretching out your lower back and hips. Reaching those arms out long. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to come into a modified side plank. The way I'm facing you now, my roller is off to my right side. So my right hand will be on my roller and my right knee will be down on the floor. So I'm going to place my wrist right in line with my shoulder, and I'm coming up into a modified side plank. I'm thrusting this right hip forward, so the front of my hip creases are open. I'm not flexed back. It's going to put too much pressure on that right stable hip, so really squeezing your glute forward. You can do this without the roller as well. So long spine, shoulders, ribs, and hips are stacked. Top leg lifts and lowers. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, and hold. Sweep the leg forward, sweep the leg back, sweep the leg forward, sweep the leg back. So the goal is trying not to allow this trunk to bob and weave forward and back with your leg. You're trying really hard to stabilize with the obliques so that the upper body is completely steady. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg back in line with the spine. If you need to, you can look down if it's bothering your neck. Little circles back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circle forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees. Drop your butt to the right side and reach for your shins on the left side. we'll swing the roller over to the left side for the other side. Setting up in your modified plank. Again, hips, shoulders, and ribs are stacked. My wrist is directly underneath my shoulder, and I'm staying lifted out of the shoulder and rib cage. Top leg lifts and lowers. 2, 3, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, hold. Sweep the leg forward, reach the leg back. Sweep the leg forward, sweep the leg back. 3. Staying steady in the upper body. 2 more. Last one, 10. Hold it long, circle back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circle forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees in, drop your hip to the left side, and stretch, grabbing your shins on the right side, folding toward your legs. Good. So I'm gonna sit still facing the roller on my left side, but I'm gonna go into my mermaid position. So my left leg is across the front, my right leg is behind me. When I mermaid over the roller, I'm not gonna keep my arms straight. I'm gonna soften my elbow because it lessens the pressure on the shoulder and neck. So I'm gonna stretch my right arm up to the sky. I'm bending into my left forearm, my left elbow, as I side flex my body over to the left side. And therefore my shoulder is not all pinchy. And then lifting all the way back up, tall spine. Same side, flexing over, bending into the arms, stretching up and over, feeling that right hip stay heavy on the mat. 3, side flex, reaching up and over. And then contracting those obliques to lift you. 2 more. Last one. All the way back up. Rotating both of your hands toward your foam roller. My right hip does pull away from the mat in order to get to this position. I'm trying my best to feel even across both of my arms. And I'm gonna glide out long, stretching over. And then I'm gonna go into swan, lifting my heart up, growing tall. Gliding out, stretching and reaching over. And lifting the heart up as you come in. 3, lengthening out. And lifting the heart up, tall. Leading through the crown of the head, keeping the neck long. Last one. Stretching all the way out. Lifting all the way back up and in. Switching sides, taking the roller or the ball to the right side of you. Right leg is in front, left leg is behind. So again, with your prop to the side, lift the left arm up. I'm gonna flex into my right elbow as I stretch my left side body over to the right side of the room. And then contract the ribs to lift you up tall. Bending into that right elbow, dropping down the shoulder earring, reaching long and stretching over. And lifting back up. 3. 2. Hip is heavy. 1 last time. Side flex, reaching up and over. And lifting all the way back up tall. Both of the hands go onto the prop, feeling that hip rotate forward. And the arms stretch and lengthen all the way out long. And then lift the heart, lift the chest, lifting up into swan. Stretch and reach all the way out long and grow tall as you pull up. 3 more. 2. Last time. All the way back up. Good. So we'll kind of just roll our roller off to the side to finish up with some forearm planks. Oh, I lost Susan. Let's see if I can get her back. Maybe. I saw she was kind of going in and out, so we'll see if she comes back. All right. So finishing up with some forearm planks, you'll come back down. There you are. So drawing your hands out, forearms on the floor, reaching your legs long. Heart is forward, and just focus on your breath. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Inhale and exhale. Three more breaths. Resting it down. Turning on to your right side. Your arm can be forward here. On one side of my shoulder, one of my sides, my shoulder bothers me, so this is an alternate position with the arm out like this. So it just depends on how your shoulder and your neck feels, either hand forward or hand open. You can also stay down on your knee is a modified version, but we're gonna go into our side plank, feet either staggered or stacked. Breathing in and breathing out. Staying lifted out of your shoulder, your rib. Squeezing your thighs straight and strong. Last breath. And lower. Swinging around for the other side. Again, you have their different arm positions. Lifting the hips again. Your bottom leg can be bent for a modified version. Breathing in and breathing out. Gaze is forward. Last deep breath. And rest it down. Coming through to seated, you can plant your foot on the floor and cross your ankle over your thigh for a figure 4 stretch, pushing your knee away from you, feeling that in your glutes, your hips. And then carefully switching side, sitting up nice and tall. and release. And then you guys are all through. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.